What's good, y'all? It's your girl Dosecity. I'm back with another video. If y'all want to get how come roll with me now, basically we finna get into the reaction of WACK 100 reacting to POOH SHEISTY's lawyer breaking down POOH SHEISTY's deal, and why POOH SHEISTY didn't get 10 years but he got 5 years, 3.5 with good behavior and all that, right? Now, if y'all don't know, WACK 100 has basically started a narrative that POOH SHEISTY must have snitched in order for him to get this deal. Now, the lawyer explained it. I feel like I actually got what the lawyer was saying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why are we paying lawyers all this money just to sit around? And
100, I can see where he gets his name because he is whack. The allegation that Pooh gave up information in this case is so idiotic. Even when he's reading it, DJ Academics is saying what a moron he is. It is next level how stupid he is. Now, if we're saying he's just doing it for clout, if we're saying he's just doing it for views, I would think, okay, that's an excuse. But it really isn't. I really do think he's very stupid. So, long story short is, POOH SHEISTY, Lontrell Williams gave up.
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta do this. Hey, I gotta do this.
No one. Absolutely no one. We never cooperated with the government whatsoever. The paperwork that he's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob Pooh and his crew, and that's why the guns came out. The victim said, I don't have a gun, I never owned a gun, and through our investigation and the evidence, we found not only did he own a gun, he had a firearm box in the trunk with ammunition in the trunk. Both of these alleged victims were total liars, totally full of shit. And that's why, instead of getting 10 years, the judge gave him under 5 years for a shooting case. Not because of any kind of, he cooperated. He didn't cooperate with shit. What was cooperation was the amazing work of his lawyer, me, along with Sam Zegane. I don't want to forget Sam. See my clock in the back. You know what time it is. I don't want to forget my friend Sam, because Sam assisted in the case, but absolutely not one single defendant in that case flipped on anybody, because there was no one to flip on. They said Pooh was the shooter. They said one of the other guys was the shooter. None of them flipped on anybody. We all went ahead with it. We took the plea, which I wanted to go to trial. I thought it was a good trial as well, but we took the plea, and the judge ended up giving us just under 5 years. And with good behavior and an RDAP program, he got out in about 3 and change. So WACK 100, just to recap, WACK 100 is a moron, and what he is reading is as stupid as it sounds. That is all for now.
Now, y'all just heard this clown. Oh, I take it back. I can't call him that. I had to put the SHEISTY on. I think it fit the occasion. Say that they never cooperated with the government. They never cooperated with the government. The victims say we ain't had no guns, but Pooh and you proved they did have guns. And because of the information you gave on them to prove they had guns is the reason Pooh didn't get 10 years and got under 5. And you say you didn't cooperate.
Actually got what the lawyer was saying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why are we paying lawyers all this money just to sit around and like be a street nigger too? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I said the ER. That one was crazy. And be a street dude too? Like, no. We're paying lawyers for lawyers to do their jobs, right? I feel like the lawyer kind of explained thoroughly on why and how he got the information that got POOH SHEISTY the deal. But WACK is saying, the information that he gave, you know what I mean, was snitching. I don't think the lawyer is snitching. I don't think the lawyer is snitching. That's his job. His job is to get a PI, you know what I mean, a private investigator, to do the job and make sure they find out every little thing that's going on. Y'all gotta understand, POOH SHEISTY was going to jail or into prison for something, for shooting or shootout on a victim, right? That was a victim. If you're a victim and you did nothing wrong and all this shit, why is it that you got weaponry in your vehicle, you got weapons in your trunk, all types of shit like that? So the lawyer found a way to find these things out, and WACK is basically saying, no, POOH SHEISTY snitch because of this, right? But yeah, y'all could tell me what y'all feel about it, you know what I mean? I think my main thing about it is like, WACK waited until POOH SHEISTY got home, right? And you can't play two sides, right? You can't, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's a hypocrite, to be honest. It's like, bro, you could have said something when he got the deal, when he was going upstate for the shit. You decided to say the shit now when he's out, when he's enjoying his freedom, to put a stain on that man's name. You feel me? And I think that's just nasty work. And I also feel like WACK always trying to act like he's the rat catcher when he's doing business with known rats, known federal informants. And I feel like you can't just sit here one side say, oh, you're against the ratting, you try to go in on Young Thug, you try to say all this stuff, but you're still doing business with 6ix9ine. You're still, you know what I'm saying, making excuses for somebody who's a rat. And then you want to come out and want to say, oh, I'm standing against all rats, POOH SHEISTY, you did this, that, and the third. I think he's just a hypocrite, and he's just talking because he got lips. You know what I mean? And I think that's just what it is. But I mean, y'all could put at the bottom what y'all feel like about this.
One more time. This shit gets better and better every time. Y'all check this out.
All right, let's talk more on WACK on is the paperwork that he's reading is that our defense was that we blamed the alleged victims, that the victims were trying to hold up and rob who, and
I thought he said they didn't give up no one. Brad, let's keep it moving. You gave up the victims that had the guns. The victims said they didn't have guns. What do you mean? You proved they did. You and POOH proved they did. Were you there, Brad? If you weren't there, you couldn't tell the DA what the hell they had. So where did the information come from? I'm shiestied up, and I think this is doing something to me. This is doing something to me, y'all. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. This is diabolical.
Crew, and that's why the guns came out. The victim said, I don't have a gun, I never owned a gun, and through our investigation and the evidence, we found not only did he own a gun, he had a firearm box in the trunk with ammunition in the trunk. Both of these alleged victims were total liars, totally full of shit.
But I'm the moron.
10 years, the judge gave him under 5 years for a shooting case. Not because of any kind of, he cooperated. He didn't cooperate with shit.
What do you mean? You just said, Brad, because you guys told the DA the victims had guns, when the victims are saying they didn't have guns, is the reason why he didn't get 10 years and he got over 5. When you cooperate, you get less time. POOH SHEISTY, I'm representing. I'm representing. Ain't nobody ever saw WACK with the SHEISTY. This is for you, because I'm letting people know. Listen, regardless of what's happening right now, I fuck with POOH SHEISTY. Now, I know you done got a beard and all that, and I hope when we see each other, you don't be trying to test your beard. Now, POOH, if you ain't gonna go over there taking off on old Brad, I don't expect you to come over here and take off on Unc, okay? Now, we gonna get back to what Brad is talking about.
Like, you had all this time to say something. Now, I feel like POOH SHEISTY probably said hell no to a feature for one of his artists, and the nigga is like trying to make it his duty to try to expose POOH SHEISTY as a rat. That's how I feel. You feel me? Or bro got issues with Gucci. Who knows, man? Who knows what's happening? Why? Because there's always an agenda, guys. Y'all gotta pay attention to all of these things. Like, there's always an agenda to these things. Like, people don't just come out of nowhere and put what you call it, things on your name just to put it on your name. Like, he has something to gain in this situation. WACK 100 been around long enough for us to see his games and see how he plays it, right? He definitely got a lot to learn and a lot to gain in this situation. I'm gonna be real, you know.